Porsche 911 GT3 R Rennsport debuts, 611 HP, price $1 million. Based on the GT3 race car, this car is definitely not a street-legal car, and only 77 will be made. Rennsport Reunion 7 is taking place in California, and Porsche is marking the event with a very special car. For those unfamiliar with this event, it is Porsche's celebration of its racing history. That's why the 911 GT3 R you see here isn't road legal. But then again, this car is also not legal for GT3 competition. This is a Porsche 911 GT3 R Rennsport, and it is, in a word, wild. For the record, Porsche calls it the 911 GT3 R Rennsport with a lowercase r. A stark contrast to the car itself, which has no lowercase at all. For example, beneath the larger-than-life rear wing, which requires additional bracing to handle the resulting downforce, sits a naturally aspirated 4.2-liter flat-six engine. This engine was borrowed from the GT3 race car, but was not built to GT3 class specifications, producing 611 horsepower. The engine is tuned to run on E25 fuel and gets bespoke pistons and camshafts. The compression ratio is higher, and we can only imagine what it would sound like when revved up to 9,400 RPM. As you've seen in the photo gallery, we suspect people a mile away will hear the sound of the Rennsport GT3 R when it's boiling. With no rules for road or GT3 use, Porsche left the rear of this 911 mostly open to save weight. Where you usually see panels and covers, you will now see various mechanical parts in action. That includes the exhaust system, which can be fully open or equipped with a muffler and catalytic converter for use on noise-restricted tracks. The GT3 R 6-speed sequential gearbox is bolted on with minimal modifications, turning only the rear wheels. Talking about the wheels, they are custom 18-inch wheels from BBS shod and Michelin tires made especially for this car. They bolted to a chassis and suspension setup straight from a racing GT3, although Porsche gave the Rennsport its own setup from the factory. The body of the car is arguably the big story here. Porsche says that only the hood and roof have similarities to the GT3 R. The face is inspired by the racer, but it's a radical interpretation with reshaped vents, panels, and fins. Moving further back, you won't notice any side mirrors. Instead, there are cameras supplying a view in the Rennsport-specific cockpit. We've already talked about the rear wing, which clearly reminds us of the iconic 935/77s. In fact, Porsche sees the 911 GT3 R Rennsport as a successor to the modern 935. Porsche also views it not only as a machine with uncompromising performance, but also as a collectible. Therefore, there will be 7 color options and 3 exterior designs for buyers to choose from. Porsche has been shaped by its rich history, said Torsten Klein, Porsche Style Project Manager for the Rennsport GT3 R. This is especially true in the world of racing. This then inspired us, of course, but we didn't want to create a clone or an obvious retro paint job. The 3 options we chose were new interpretations. Buyers will have to act fast and dig deep into their pockets to get one of these special 911s in their garage. Porsche is only making 77 units of the Rennsport's GT3 R, and prices start at $1,046. 0 RP. 16.2 billion. Please support me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share for the latest video updates. Thank you.